Welcome to Conquer the Mirror Demon, guys. My name is Tanja Andersen, and I am your host. It is so uncomfortable right now because I'm on a coffee shop. People go around me. There's noises, the music there, so it's a little bit nervous here in the house. And it is what it is. We get to find a way to make it happen when we have a commitment to be on time and to be there, no matter how messy it is and noises there is in the background. So thank you so much, everyone, watching this and being here with us. So today we have a dear friend of my life I have known for a short period of time. Her name is Susan. Welcome, my friend.
Hi, Tanya. Good morning, beautiful lady. So good to be with you. I just want to thank you for being a light in my life and a mirror to see what I needed to work on to be happy. So thank you for bringing happiness and joy into my life, love.
Oh, you're most welcome.
And
Your
also
sound is a
for,
little bit.
yeah, I just
Sorry.
also want to acknowledge you for everything you bring to women and the support. You're just like an amazing. Oh my gosh, you're like on fire. Your heart is on fire to support women, to help them heal. And what you have brought to me, I just, there's no words for it. I can't even describe the gift you've been to me. You've been a gift to me of healing. So I just want to
Oh,
acknowledge you, your presence, having me see things that I didn't want to see, but I needed to look at to free myself to be happy and break a cloud that's been hanging over me. You've been one of those women in my life, and I can't thank you enough. And it's an honor to be with you today. Thank you, love.
oh, you're welcome. And it is my pleasure. And I'm also blessed by you choosing me in your life as I choose you in my life. And I choose you to be on this issue, this summit that is very dear to my heart, that I'm very passionate about to get out worldwide, was because of the connection we have, because of you are willing to shift, you're willing to look at things, you are willing to breathe through the uncomfortableness that life brings us, and you are ready to shift it and make it happen as you did with your thesis. Like that was so powerful for you to just be in it, stay in it, keep going, so that you could be in completions and complete your thesis together with other students. That was so powerful to be there and also to support you in the love and the healing as the connection you bring to the world, with the fun and the joy as that was a part of your thesis.
Yes, that thesis. I had three of them because what was showing up was my past fear. I had so much fear. It was insane. I had to face it. And my mentor, Carrie, what a brilliant woman, was the
Oh, I
mirror
love
for
her.
me to see the biggest fear I had was being a frightened little girl. So when she was with me again, these are things that are in your subconscious that you can't see, but somebody else with you, like us
Yeah.
today speaking, can break through that gray cloud. You just can't figure that out. There's just something there, but you just don't know what it is. And she had me look at it and said, "What is it?" I had to see it for myself. She can't see it. I mean, other people can bring it up, but you have to personally have the courage, dare, to look at it and free yourself, right? So I looked at it and I was a frightened little girl. My dad had a drinking issue and was very scary when he was drinking and was doing scary things with me as like 10 years old. And it wasn't me, but I became frightened of looking at things and being connected, like being connected with you, loving you, like putting my arms around you. I did what I was like afraid little scared little girl wanting to hide in my bedroom so nobody could see me, right? Hiding from everybody when I could love you with my heart, right? I could love my animals. I could, pet and love and see things. So that was something, one last thing that I couldn't graduate from because that was holding me back from being with people, calling people, inviting people, being open with and intimate with people. And so what I saw was this is so beautiful. Now, my gift, if people want to be with me for 30 minutes of coaching at the end or 30 minutes of me helping them
Well,
make
this is it is in
beautiful.
the end, girl. We get to share
Yeah,
about that in the end. So stay on
right.
topics.
Because
So
because this
because
is
my
so.
experience right now, you are running away to connect
Oh,
with
see,
yourself
okay,
to
yeah.
share
So
what is.
right. So it's so powerful though that I went back And like I said, this is a gift that I can give other people because I know how to transform people now from trauma. I stood there as a woman looking at that frightened little child and my father and saw that was not me. It had nothing to do with me. That was him. That was his issue. I could free myself because that had nothing to do with me. And I could just be my happy, loving 10-year-old again and a happy woman. So that is so powerful to have these transformational opportunities and classes to take a look at the past. What's holding you back from having love in your life, amazing relationships with people, with life, your business clients, my family, my mom. There's just so many great things that have happened since I freed myself from that one past experience. And again, that
Was that after your thesis?
yeah, it was before I completed. It was the last thing I had to break free of to be powerful with people. And you were in
Yeah.
that thesis. So I could not express
I
myself.
was on work.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was on work that day. I was going with a mobile. It's like, oh, this is so uncomfortable to be with
Yeah.
the people I was in. It's like, oh, I just put my phone there.
I know that thesis was so fun, though, the creating miracles in your life, right? And so it was a miracle that it graduated. And so that will be with me forever. All the other 22 people that graduated with me were still connected. Actually, one of them helped me with the link for your show today. And again, I believe in
Nice.
teamwork, the power of team,
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
Instead of being a
Yeah.
lone
And
wolf, doing it by yourself,
yeah,
again,
true.
isolating, by yourself.
Oh
You
my
need to
God.
come forth.
Yeah, and it is also like, guys, the topic today Susan and I will share about is dare to love, and what does that mean? Susan share a little bit about it, like to top of the, and we are digging into the topic, and we are ready to be uncomfortable, authentic, and just be where we get to go, so that we really are a voice for you guys out there. So you choose to dare to love, and what does that mean? It is different for each person what dare to love means, and what the meaning you choose to it. It is the perfect choice you make right now in this moment, and you can choose something else by the insight you will gain in this amazing interview Susan and I will create and give forward to you that is watching this amazing interview. So Susan, my love, what does it mean for you to dare to love? Like, what is the first thing that comes to you?
When you say love,
Dare to love.
dare to love.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear
You
me?
could be a little
Okay.
louder. Could be a little louder. Dare to love. Yeah.
Everyone in this coffee shop will hear me.
What? Yeah. Yeah. Just so.
Everyone in this coffee shop will hear me.
Yeah, okay. Dare to love. The first thing I really do think about is opening your heart and being vulnerable. So openness. So that's the first thing, to open your full heart, not close, like
Yeah.
certain part, but just a full heart, a healed heart, because I believe in self-love, and self-love is an inside job. So it's not from out there. Nobody's going to give it to you. It's something that you own inside. Again, it is a gift of healing and
Yeah.
being free of the past things that have kept you from being open, to love again. So I think a lot of it has to do with forgiveness. So I would say openness and forgiveness. Yeah, of yourself and
Nice.
others and everybody who's doing their best. And it's also the gift of discernment to see where that other person's coming from. Like, be in their shoes, like be open to discern about another person's past and what they've been dealing with and their history. And I think if you can have a gift of compassion for somebody and give them grace and go, but that is a lot to do with, again, being open and heal yourself.
So
Healing.
one thing I will ask you that why do you have the belief that it's a lot to do? Because you use the word right now, it is a lot. Why do you see it is a lot? Can you hear me?
That it's a lot.
You just use the word, so I'm curious to know, why is it for you a lot to do?
Okay, because self-love, the work is a journey. So it just doesn't happen like that. It's a process of self-discovery. And again, with other people, things show up and looking at those things, completing those things. Because when you have nothing and you've getting this clutter out of your brain, all these past things out, you can have everything. So you have to look at what's going on in your past. And it's
You
not
you
just
get
one,
to you get to or
you get
choose.
to,
There's nothing in
yeah,
this world we
choose.
have to.
Yes. Oh,
There's
that's
nothing in
right.
this world
Thank
we
you.
get to have to.
Yes, choose to look at your past again with other people and go through that process of loving yourself and healing. And it is amazing. It'll be the biggest gift you could ever give yourself. But like I said, for me, it's been a 7-year journey to freedom. So it's not something, like I said, it does take a lot of work, is the word that I'm looking at. There are a lot of things that come into play.
Yeah.
It's not just like one thing. It could be a couple of things, but I really think one of the things that shifted things in my mind 7 years ago was I saw a pattern. So again, being honest with yourself, and a mirror, there was like God's mirror. So God has had a mirror for me to see. He stopped me from making the same mistake over and over and over again in my destructive relationships with men. They were all not good for me. And I kept attracting the same one. So then I said, this must be something with me. I owned my problem. I took full responsibility.
So go deeper, because right now, like, how did you take responsibility for it? Like, go deeper, because this is just like, how do you take responsibility for yourself?
Yeah.
Like,
So,
how would
if
you teach
so,
these
first,
students?
denial is easier. When you deny, or you think, oh, it's going to get better, or if I love this person more, this person will be better to me. No, it doesn't work. So what I saw was the pattern of this. It was a different man's face and body name, but it was the same type over and over again that I was attracting. And I knew there was something in me. And so I went and got help for myself. And it was difficult to face myself and why I didn't love myself enough to have people that loved me back, that people that treated me with respect. It's because I didn't respect myself and I didn't love myself. And that is all childhood trauma. And I was stopped by that. And I got a chance in transformational courses since 2008 to take a look at that and grow and deal with it and move on in my life. And now I'm at the place, Tanja, to share my wildest dreams with you, to dare to be open to a loving relationship with somebody to share my life with. And so now when I see it, the mirror will be through God's choice and me, and it's going to be beautiful. And so I'm excited about having a life that you love, having your dream life. I do believe in dreams. I do believe that they will come true, and I will never give up. And so I will say, never give up, never stop believing in true love, and that you deserve true love and loving life and amazing people. And like you came into my life, like you're amazing. These are the people I want to be with. These are the people that pull me forth to my greatest potential as
So
a
what
woman
is
in
that?
life.
Yeah, what is that about to daring to love? Daring to love.
Daring,
What is that? What is dare
yeah,
to love?
daring,
Ikke
daring to
daring, not daring,
yeah,
dare to love.
daring to love yourself and daring to love your life and your dreams. Like let go of the past, let go of the fear, and be open and dare to be open to love. And it can be scary. I mean, people may reject me, but I'll see. Now I have my
People will reject you. That is the facts. Like, people
yes,
will also reject me. That is the fact. Not maybe.
yes,
It will happen.
yes.
All life we are on this earth, people will reject us. And where is that coming from? When we feel rejected is because we reject ourselves. Because when a person say no, or say, I choose to not be in your life anymore, Tanja, it is a blessing. And dare to love the person when the person chooses to say goodbye has been a hot moment for me to really like get in that, to see it as a blessing. Because if a person chooses to be in my life and the person is like, I'm not sure, like, do I want to be in a life, or it's not, the person still now a no. Like, it's not yes, no, maybe. If you're maybe to a relationship, you are a no. And you get to face the facts that it is a no. There's no yes, no, and maybe in a relationship. If you choose to dare to love the person, there choose maybe, as it will happen, letting go of you as you will let go of relationship, and you get to love that moment and see the blessing in saying goodbye to someone or say goodbye to something in your life. That is also what I see, like dare to love, because you talk a lot around relationships, and with dare to love is also love the person when the person chooses to go.
Yes,
Can you hear
I
me?
heard what you said, and I've heard you speak about that many times, about some relationships you have to move on from and letting go, because they're just, yeah. So they don't
Yeah.
serve you. It's no, there's no respect for you. There's just something, and usually, so what I'm hearing from you speaking is that person has some things going on that they need to work on, and that's not your job. And that used to be something I would want to do because I wanted other people to be happy, but I neglected myself in the process. And again, that is so powerful what you just said, because that is freedom. That is freedom. And dare to love others and let them have their own respect for themselves. Let them have their own human dignity to deal with themselves. You're giving them a gift by doing that, because now they have to be responsible for themselves. And that's how people grow and become adults, from maybe upset teenagers they're stuck in from the past. Maybe they're still an upset little child that's running their life, and they really don't see it. You could be a mirror for them. When you talk about the mirror, again, because the reflection of yourself, is going to come up in others. So if you can see behind that, what that person really is, and pull them forth to that. Like, so let me give you an example with my mom. My mom can be very challenging. But if I shift my mindset that she's not, that my mom is a gift to me, that my mom is great, I will be seeing my mom later because I forgave her for some of the things she did at Thanksgiving. I forgive her. She's coming over to get some of my spaghetti that I made. She's coming over to get these ornaments that accidentally got mixed in with mine. I get to be with my mom. I could just cut her out for something she did, but if I look at why she did it, and behind there is a scared, lonely, frightened 85-year-old widow. So again, that is the gift of discernment. And so I think if you choose to keep somebody, it takes your maturity to shift how you want to be and what they will see when you're with them. So now, when my mom is not the one open to love and hug. When my mom comes in today, here's a promise. I'm going to hug and love my mom. I'm going to blow her mind. I'm going to dare to love her. Even though I'm going to just say, "Oh my gosh, mom, I'm so happy you're here," because I don't do that, because she that wants to be like that, right? That mirror of her. But I'm saying, let's break the barriers. Let's dare to love them anyway.
And it is also a part of like you get to meet them where they are. Because one of the challenges I had in my past, that Michael, the
Yes.
trainer of
Yes.
HTL, like a leadership program Susan and I have been part of,
Yes.
was I had he picked me, or I lift my hands up and I was sharing something about my big sister that was a hot moment for me to be in with my sister, and he was straight out of the bag, as he is this amazing guy. And I did not in the past, for I believe it was 3 years ago now, since the first time I started or something like that, I was choosing to say no to accept my sister where she is. And the place where my sister is was on that point that she chose to say no to self-development. And I was in a little bit of fight with myself that I want her to see something, and I cannot want something for her if she not choosing it. And it takes longer for some people and it takes faster for others. It depends about the speed you are, the action you choose, and who you spend your time with. So when we accept someone, it is also there to love by accept them for who they are and where they are in life, for everything. Flaws, beautiness, mistakes, the whole package, like everything. From the toe to the top, like really accept the whole being. We meet the person where the person gets to be met. So if I want to give the biggest hug as the stand for me as a person, like I love to give the biggest hug where we're so intense and I'm smelling the perfume and smelling the smell and we are so close, our legs is together, our bodies together. I can stand there for hours. For some people, it's like, it's too much. And sometimes it is a very fast hug my mom gave me or my sister or my friends, and I get to accept it. For some people, they just stand there for 50 minutes with me and we are talking when we are hugging because it's just so nice with everything. So dare to love is also accept the person where the person is in the moment on the day. And because where that come from is we get to accept ourselves so that we can dare to love to accept the other person.
Oh, beautiful. That is amazing. That is so powerful when you have that, I don't know what you want to call it, an awareness to accept people where they're at and be neutral and again dare to still love yourself and be yourself. So no matter what they do, that meet them where they're at. And I used to try to shift that not to be that because I didn't want to deal with that. So again, avoiding like, and again, that's not meeting people where they're at because again, that separates you, isolates you, and that can put me back into being lonely and separated. And that is,
Sure.
I don't like being lonely. I don't like being isolated and sad. I don't choose that. I dare to love. And what you just said is powerful. When you meet people where they're at, then wouldn't you say that you could love unconditionally?
No, I would say you can accept the whole person for who they are. You cannot love everything or part of the person. So love conditionally is love you condition yourself, because I will believe you cannot love another person for the whole being. That's where I'm right now.
So it's love the person where they're at, not love unconditionally. So what do you think is the difference?
Mm. Um, um, Let us say with my friend, I choose to let go of, like, I was in a very hot moment for 4 months in that relationship. And I know the choices was for me was to let go of this person, because after around 1.5 months, 2 months, I confirm him with a text message like why he choose to say no to answer me back, because everything is a choice. We choose what is important for us. There's nothing wrong, right in our choices. And he chose to say no to our friendship because he wants surface level friendships and he did not want to take responsibility for his life. That's why he did not want to have a call with me, because I'm awakening him up to face himself and look into himself, and he did not want that. And that is a friendship I want to say no to, because I need friendships in my life that is willing to look in the moment when it's happened. Not like I look at it in 5 days, that is more convenient for me to look at it, not now. So I tell him in the past that I love him. And when he was really facing this, like, what does love mean to this person that I thought I loved with my whole being, was I will say no to love the part with him he chooses to say no to heal his childhood.
Yes. Okay.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yes. I'm hearing it.
I did accept him, like I accept the whole being. That doesn't mean I get to say yes to him to have him in my life.
Right.
Like I accept him for the whole being, and I would say no to choose to love him by him living in the childhood trauma.
Right. So you accepted that. So you accepted, yes, the reality
It's
of,
also
of
like, it's also kind of love, like, because it's so loving empathy, like, I accept you, there's nothing wrong, right, in you choosing that, this
yes,
is where you are right now in the moment,
yes, yes,
and I
yeah,
choose to say goodbye to it.
I got that. That was a choice of respect for yourself and respect for where he was at. It sounded
Yeah,
like
a choice of
accepting that.
loving, yeah, accept to love myself, like accept to dare myself, so that I could pay the prices of feeling alone, lonely wolf, to say goodbye to this relationship, because I feel so freaking alone. So it was freaking me the hell out. And that was the path that I get to choose, so that I could dare to love myself on a deeper level, so that I could love myself in my loneliness, because there's nothing wrong to feel sad. There's nothing wrong to be, I'm alone, because it is emotion. If we say, I do not want to feel alone, we are saying no to experience that emotions that we have, so that we are doing ourselves wrong. We are doing self-harm to ourselves. We are doing violence to our own mindset by saying, I do not want to feel sad. I don't want to feel alone, because we will
Yeah.
experience it. So what is the wisdom in it? What is the act for you to dare to love yourself in that emotions that is coming up in the moment in your mind?
Yes. Yes. I love that. Because that emotion again is something that is from, for me, I'm speaking for me, you can see where it's coming from. But that emotion, again, that subconscious, it comes out of there's this, even though it's not happening now, it is from something that happened in the past, that emotion. And that you do need to deal with and come forth with in a healthy way to deal with it, and not by the destructive ways, and especially for young teenagers, and that are having issues and they don't know where to turn. And again, I'm praying for them that they can reach out to somebody that will see and help them get a trustworthy person to move past that emotion from something that they're not able, again, that emotional um, issue that they can't get clear themselves, because you do need to reach out for help. And I do feel that reaching out for help with others, and you may be rejected by some people because they don't get you, they don't understand you, but don't stop.
You
That's what I
will,
said. Don't be
it's
stopped
you
until you
you
get the right
will
person
you
to help you with that emotional issue, and you can
yeah, you
get
will
better.
be rejected. To be
Yeah.
like, yeah. So I would like to shift a little bit
Okay.
wording,
Yeah.
Susan, as you know me apart. It is not an issue. It is an issue when you make it an issue. And that you put it in the box of the black box, like the thing we don't talk about, the thing we don't want to face. This in the moment, it is just a thing that is popping up. So what is the solution to us to go through it? Not passing away, like I want to pass it away, don't want to face it, to the sides, nothing with me. No, we get to go through it so that we can heal it, because it's
Yes.
just
That's
passing
yes,
away
exactly.
for
Yes,
it. We are
that is
just saying,
very,
I don't want
yeah.
to look at it.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. You dare to love, right?
It's just, for me, it's just like so important what, yeah. So to you out there, guys that's watching this interview, is so critical what kind of wording you're using with your language,
Okay.
no matter where you are. That was one of the things the first time I learned self-development, when I chose to really owning my responsibilities in 2014. My coaches there, they have like a list of words that was not
Yeah.
allowed us to say in the classroom.
Okay.
And when we said the list of the words, there was a limitation, or blaming ourselves, or not taking responsibility, or owning our responsibility.
Yes.
They will erupt us and say, you get to shift is the wording. For me, of course, if you use issue, go for it. What I see is not an issue. It is just a choice you get to make to go through that, so that you create the key for you to unlock whatever that is in front of you, so that you can break through it. So
Yeah.
when in the past, I get one of my speakers for 1 year ago, she was like, arriving me in the interview. Is a powerful lady. She arrived me when I say it is a problem or I say it is a challenge. So say Tanja, it is not a challenge or problem, whatever she said. You get to say it is a hot moment, because when you give it a label of it is a problem, it is a challenge, it's an issue, it is hard, we are putting ourselves in, no, now it's hard, this is something bad, instead of saying it's a hot moment. A hot moment is very neutral, because what is a hot moment? Like when I say this, I'm very hot right now, or I'm in a hot moment, what is that? The brain is not connected with what that means. So the brain go through it on a simple, with more ease to face it. Because when we give it a label, it is harder for us to break through it, because we just label it as it is an issue, or it is a problem, or it's a challenge, or there's something wrong, or like, I don't want to feel sad. We're putting something in front of it so that we are taking away the wisdom that is lying in that.
Okay. So you're freezing up a little bit, going in and out, but yeah, you're frozen. So, but I can hear you. Yeah. But what I'm saying, what I'm hearing you say.
Can you hear me? The internet is good here.
Yeah, you keep freezing up and going in and out, but I can hear you. So what I'm hearing is, with your words that you choose to say have an impact with what's going on with your mindset. Or is that what you're saying? And there's a list of words that are not empowering, or they could be something. Can you say a little more about that? The hot moment.
I was just checking the YouTube. So I can't hear myself on the YouTube, so maybe the internet is bad in your end, my love. I was checking the YouTube.
Oh, okay. I can see.
Oh my
okay, I
God.
can hear you now.
Yeah, so maybe please check your internet, because I can see when you're live on YouTube right now, I can hear it clearly.
Oh, great. Okay, so you're okay. It's just me. Okay, perfect. So yeah, no, that just for the hot moment, and the words that the coaches said not to use. Can you just say a little bit? I'm not clear about that.
So there is words that is when we use the words, different kind of words, it limit us to what do you call, like when I say I have to, let's say that word, I have to go to work. No, there's nothing you have to, it is a choice. I choose to go to work. So when, as Michael teaches us, when you choose to have to, it is a limit word, and it will limit you to really be the powerful woman that you are in the lifestyle choices that you make, because everything is life choice. We choose the work we have, and if we say, I do not like my job, you get to choose to create another job, because that is your choice to make. It's nothing I have to go to work or I have to earn money, because there you're being victim by the wording you're using.
Yes. Okay, I got it.
So in English, there's different kind of way, like want is also a limit word, like I want that, or but. In Danish, there's different kind of words. There is maybe not the same on English. So dare to love for me is also mean, like in Denmark, you have a word where you talk about the third person that is called man. There's a Danish word. So many Danish people is talking with men, that's the Danish word, language, and the brain do not talk about myself, do not talk about you, do not talk about the society. The brain cannot connect with that word, so you are unresponsible, or you allowed yourself to let go of your responsibility by that word, because the brain do not know who you're speaking about. Besides, when I say I get so, or I choose this, or I experience this, my brain, you're talking about you, and the brain is getting deeper in owning the responsibility instead of using a word that is the third person talking in third person. like you also say in English, like I, you, Susan, Tammy, Susan, and I. There's the brain know, okay, I'm talking about the three women, so the brain know, okay, how do I step up to the next level of responsibility? Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. So owning your words, grounding in yourself with what you choose to say,
Yeah,
keeps you connected to yourself and not out something outside of you.
yeah.
I
That
love it.
is also like daring to love. Like daring to love is so big, and we talk about relationships. So daring to love, when the wording is into other relationship, is also shifting the wording when we are
Mm-hmm.
communicating with someone else and being different. Because so many people here in Denmark judge me for get to say I experience this when you do this instead of you doing this. It make me feel sad. I'm judging you because I'm talking about you first instead of saying my experience is this when you choose to say this. So dare to love is also being different in relationships and
Mm-hmm.
really be vulnerable
Yes, I
to
love that.
express what I'm seeing and what
Yes,
I'm experiencing. Because
yes.
everything is an experience, everything in life is a mirror. There's nothing with you. It is just my next level I'm seeing in you.
Yeah, that has been a huge breakthrough for me, what you just shared. So I would never speak up. So for me, owning my feelings about something and expressing them to somebody and owning my feelings and what my experiences of something and what I need, I choose to be happy instead of not saying anything, not speaking up, and that keeps me stuck, and then I lose my power. And then when I stand up and say, hey, I really wanted this is what I need, I know what you're saying, I hear what you're saying, I get that, I would like this. And then again, the person could react however, because you can't control what they're going, but that, at least it's out there and you've expressed yourself. And it did move forward, this last conversation I had with somebody about something I wrote that I wanted to change some things. And that person didn't like it. There was pushback, but I got that opportunity to change some things and have my voice heard in my writing that's going to be published. And that is forever, because that book will be out forever. So for me, I could have let that go and not stood up. And then I get to blame her, be mad about it, be a victim of it. And now I chose to stand up and express what I wanted. I wanted to change a few things. And I got that opportunity. And now I'm so happy about the book that's going to be published now when it comes out. So I did that for myself. I got connected to
Oh,
myself,
it's
to what I,
amazing. Oh, amazing.
how somebody changed my words and it didn't sound like me. And I really wanted me to shine in the book too, not just how they changed it. So that wasn't me. So I stood up for myself, and I'm really proud of that, because in the past
Nice.
I wouldn't do that. Now I know I'm learning that technique. I think it is a technique. If you want to call it a technique of seeing where you're not standing up and being vulnerable. Being vulnerable takes a lot to open
You
up and be.
should,
It's courage. You have to have
yeah,
courage to
you,
be vulnerable, to open
you
up,
get,
yeah, and
yeah,
stand up.
100%.
Constant.
Yeah, you get to be proud, Susan, as Tammy said, and it's so beautiful, Tammy. In the comments, you should be proud. 100%, you get to choose to be proud, to say I'm proud, because you get to be there,
Yeah, I am
Susan.
proud. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Yeah, I am proud of
Do you hear
myself
me?
for that, and that just happened yesterday. So
Oh,
then
that is a new skill.
I'm happy, because then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm happy again. So I'm responsible for my own happiness. When and I see, oh, it's because I need to stand up for myself and express why I'm not what I want, and I'm responsible to have the life I love. And, again, dare to hold on to your dreams and your happiness. You have to, it is a choice. to go for it. You got to reach out and go for it. Other people aren't going to give it to you. Like I said, self-love, self-respect is an inside job, but you have to do the work. That's what I was talking about. You have to do the work. And again, it happens.
You get to
choose to do the work. And again,
girl, you're saying so much have to. You've just been in Michael's training.
Yes. Well, I know what you were saying about your sister not want to do transformational classes and courses, and I deal with that too. But the people that are connected to me or come to my my classes on transformation, they have breakthroughs. I mean, just being around other people in those conversations. So can you imagine what their life would be if they did, enroll themselves in some of those transformational courses and classes that are available? It would be amazing for them. And again, that's their choice.
Like that is their choice, and some people will never be ready for to choose self-development, because self-development is freaking uncomfortable. And one of the things I like what you're saying is like you hope teenager and young kids really learn the skills or choose the skill, because everything starts with a choice to learn it, to become it. It's just so interesting because so many people also in HTL, also otherwise in mental life, whatever I've been, they are still adult child. That means they have up to this point chosen to say no to face the childhood. So you could call them as a child because they are a child in adult body.
Yes. Yes. And that's the book that and that's the book that I said at my chapter, I got to re-edit. That book is Teen Leadership, that my graduates of transformational learning, the master leaders, wrote. Teen Leadership. That book is coming out and it will help them. And there's a workbook in there to go through all that and to see that this is a huge opportunity for teens. So we're really excited about that book. And I just want to acknowledge you for bringing up teenagers again, and the support that they need and the love that they need, and for us to be open to listen to them, because I really feel nobody really listens to them. And what you said was crucial about meeting people where they're at. If you could meet a teen where they're at, how that could shift something. I think it'd be just so beautiful, don't you, Tanja?
Yeah, 100%. Like some people can never meet a teenager because they have not met their own teenager. So as everyone that is watching this interview, they get to meet their 0 year, 1 year, 5 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40, 50, 60, 17, years. Every year you get to meet yourself so that you can meet another one in that age and that time, in that situation. We can never see someone for what they've gone through if we have not faced it by ourselves. So I will never meet a person or see a person if I choose to say no to meet my own childhood trauma. Because what do I talk about? It's just from a book, it is just from the internet, it's just from a course. Like I can only first deeply meet a person where they are when I face my own trauma and pain from my past.
That is true.
Yeah. So it is so needed, this work like Conquer Your Demon, because it is really be a mirror for every years of where you are in life, because we all have emotions, we all have something we say no to face, because everything is a choice, and we get to be the person that have the voice so they can break the silence they are in, to stop the violence they do to themselves. Because how we speak to ourselves, how teenagers speak to themselves, it is a violence. It is one of the 8 different kind of violence we as humans do to ourselves. It is the wording we're doing to the mindset.
Yes.
That's why it's also so crucial to know what is the limit word that I use in my communication, because by using limit word, I'm doing violence to my mind.
Yes, you are.
So Tammy, to the end here, Susan, Tammy is on live with us. So good to have you, my friend. Tammy, Susan is also one of the speakers. She's very dear to my heart. She has been, I believe, 2 times before. So she's a powerhouse. Guys, he will be on. So wait, he will be on. So Susan, you have a amazing free gift to the dear audience, a free call with you. Can you please share a little bit about that, what that is about?
Yes, they can book a 30-minute call with me if they want to discuss anything that they see that they would like to be, I can be a mirror for, so they could free themselves of something that from their past or something that they need a little bit of coaching on. Also, I am a professional home stager. So if anybody would like 30 minutes of help with an area in their home, I can help them make an area beautiful and help them declutter and give them a plan to get ready for the holidays.
And that is also Dare to Love is also make the choices that will move you
Yes.
forward into the extraordinary life that is waiting on you. That is also like changing home, changing location, because
Yes.
sometimes we get to let go of our home so that we can transform into the being we are meant to be in our soul, like in the spirit of our being. So sometimes, guys, I talk by experience, you get to change home. So Susan is definitely a person to go to if you get to sell or whatever you get to do with your home.
Yes, I've been in real estate. It's a very long time, 36 years, and
Oh,
I
wow,
have a lot
girl.
of experience with everything with real estate. But yeah, I can help them with anything with real estate, anything with staging, making their home beautiful, and also making themselves beautiful inside and out. I would love that opportunity to speak with anybody. And thank you so
Oh, okay.
much.
And guys, the free
Yeah.
link is in the chats and it's also come back in your newsletter. And to you that is watching this on live on YouTube, how you get access to Susan's free gift, you can click on the link that is in descriptions to this video. And there on the second page is the options how you can get access to her free gift. So if you have insight you would like to share, knowledge you would like to share, or receive Susan supports, click on the link that is in the chat in your email, or click on the link below this video. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channels and click on the bell so that you get the notifications when we go live with our next amazing speaker. So Susan, the last thing is, what would you say to yourself to your 20 years old you? Like, what advice would you give to your 20 years old you?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you asked me that. Uh, when I was 20, my whole world was shifting around in college at Indiana University in Bloomington. I think to be more accepting of myself, and I, for a 20-year-old, I think to own my voice more. I didn't stand up and use my voice and really say what I wanted. And that could have shifted a lot of things in my life. And now I have that gift. I have that gift. So I would tell my 20-year-old to stand up for yourself and use your voice. Oh,
Oh, that's so beautiful. That is a powerful thing to say. So, guys, how can Susan, do you also have an Instagram profile where people get connected with you if they want to connect with you there? Or a
what was
Facebook page?
Yeah, I have a Facebook page, Susan Pate Etter.
Do you,
Pate, Pate is my maiden name. Susan Pate and Etter is my former married name. I mean, I am single. I have 3 grown children and 7 beautiful grandchildren. But yeah, Susan Pate Etter on Facebook. I have a business page and a personal page. They can contact me there.
nice. Nice, nice. And you guys, thank you so much for watching this amazing interview. And we cannot wait for you to click on Susan's free gifts. She have on Zoom with us where you have the opportunity to share your insight, ask of support, or get support from the amazing speakers that will come on. So thank you so much, Susan, for being here, what you're doing, and for you to really owning your light with love and joy and happiness that you also bring out in your thesis. I really believe that is a thing or the area you really are shining and get to go forward with to give to others.
Thank you, Tanya. That was so beautiful. I love you so much. I love your smile. I can't believe we are so close and you are in Denmark. I love it. You're just like my
Oh,
international friend.
yeah, yes, I am.
You are my international friend, and I just want to thank you for reaching out and connecting with me so powerfully from so far away. It's a beautiful thing, and it's a miracle to me. We are a miracle that we connected this way, and I
Yes,
love
we are.
everything you're doing. And again, I want to acknowledge you for supporting me to accomplish one of the greatest things I've ever done, graduating from my mastering leadership class. I in transformation. So I have a PH in transformational learning, and I just want to thank you for that because I will always have that with me now for the rest of my life. So again, I want people to not give up. Don't give up. Keep going for it, right?
Oh,
Took me
yes.
3 times, but I got it. So thank you for being there 3 times. And and everybody else that's listening that were there for me on my 3 workshops that I did. We call them thesis. Thank you so much for giving that to me.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Thank
Anytime,
you.
girl.
Thank you, Tanya.
Anytime.
Love
I'm
you.
there. I love you too, my love. Have a beautiful day. And to you out there, Merry Christmas and having a beautiful Christmas.
Ah,
We see each other next time. Love you,
you,
girl.
thank you.
Besitos and adios. See you on.
Bye, love. Bye. Merry
Bye.
Christmas. Love
Merry
you.
Christmas. Love you.